W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of The Silent One by M.K. Farrar, narrated by Emma Gregory. Chapter 1. Paige Arland slipped out of the East London Student Union. The cool night air hit her face, a welcome relief from the hot bodies and sweaty atmosphere inside the bar. She realised how much she'd drunk and inwardly groaned. What was she thinking, getting that pissed on a Wednesday night? She had lectures in the morning, and getting up for them was going to be painful. She glanced back at the door to the student union. It swung shut, and the music and excited chatter from inside dropped in volume. No one chased after her, no one called her name or pulled her back into the dimly lit, crowded space, insisting she stay. No one had even noticed she'd gone. Her stomach sank, and she sniffed. Only a few weeks had passed since she'd left home to start university, yet everyone already seemed to have made friends, while she was still on the outskirts of everything, looking in. The popular students had recognised each other and formed their own little gangs almost instantly, just like they did back home. Somehow she'd convinced herself things would be different to being at college, thought people would be more mature. But of course they were still the same teenagers they'd been in their hometowns, except now they had their own money and no parental supervision. Even Jasmine, the one friend Paige thought she'd made, had been distracted tonight, spending more time flirting with Lucas Gill than chatting and dancing with her. Was she jealous? Maybe, a little. She knew it was normal for people to start hooking up once they'd arrived at uni, but she didn't want to be left out. To cover her awkwardness, she'd had too many vodka and cokes, and when someone had suggested shots, she'd found herself lining up at the bar, doing her best to appear as though she fitted in. She hated Jaeger bombs, and yet somehow she'd downed them and cheered with everyone else, trying to act as though she was having a good time when she was shrinking inside. Paige reached into the tiny, impractical handbag slung over her shoulder. It was literally big enough for her phone, her bank card, and a couple of items of makeup. She wouldn't have been able to fit anything substantial in there. Not that it mattered. She only needed those few things anyway. She closed her fingers around the smooth metal and glass of her phone, the weight comforting like an old friend, and took it out. She checked the screen in case Jasmine or someone else had messaged her, wanting to know where she was. But no one had. Paige opened the camera on the phone, using the selfie option as a mirror to check her reflection. Her
Sample complete. Ready to continue?